guys, what's up, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my first Halloween video of this year. So for today's look, obviously, as you can probably tell, unless you live under a rock for like the whole time this movie has been out, I have today took my own spin on Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas. So to create this look, all I did was, like 2 days ago, I basically decided that I didn't want to create just how she is normally. Most people just create just like the blue with the stitch work. I wanted to actually incorporate pieces of her dress into the face, like patchwork. So what I did was I just used this reference picture that I drew to plan the look, and then I used a reference picture of her as well. I'll show you. The picture I used is just off Pinterest. I just used this picture of her here. This look is super simple and easy to recreate yourself. All you'd need is just some face paints, really. If you want to see how I created this Halloween look, then just keep watching. So first I'm going in with a foundation, and I'm just applying this all over my face, chest, neck and shoulders. Then I'm going to take a nude lip liner and just sketch out the places that I want the patchwork parts of the dress to go. Then using the blue and the white face paints in the palette, I used hardly any blue, literally just a tiniest little bit mixed in with the white. I'm using this to create her skin tone, and to do this painting all over my face, I'm just missing out them patches that are sketched in, and I'm going to cover my face, my ears, my neck, my chest and my shoulders. This is probably the longest part of this whole look, is just painting your whole body and getting the base down. So as you can see in a moment, I'm just going to skip ahead so you don't have to watch me do the whole thing. Now I'm just going in and adding the base colours for the pattern work. So this part on my chin is going to be the striped part of her dress, so I'm just going around it with black and pink and black stripes. And then the other patterns is just, the black is on top of all of the colours. It's literally just drawn on patterns instead of actually being like in between colours. So I'm just laying down the base colours, so like the pink, the blue and the yellow. And then I'm just going to paint some thin black eyebrows over the top of my eyebrows. Now we want to create the eye shape, and she has very big eyes, so what I'm doing is I'm creating a cut crease quite a lot higher above where my actual crease is with some black body paint. And then I'm also going in and just using a darker blue shade just to create some shading under the eyes, just to make her look a bit more tired. I also realised that I forgot to paint the neck patch, so I'm just going and filling that in yellow now. Also off camera I added some lipstick. I'm now going to go ahead and put down the base lines for the stitching, so on the mouth, under the eye and then also above the eyebrow. I then went ahead and painted the lid space white just to make my eyes look a bit bigger. And now I'm just going to work back into those stitch lines by adding little cross hatches and X's and just straight lines. And I'm also filling out my nostrils just to make my nostrils appear a little bit bigger. I then also add 2 black lines in the eye bag area just to make the eye bag stand out a little bit more. I'm now going in and just going around all of them patch areas with the black paint just to make them stand out and just have the actual stitch work edge. As you can probably tell, I'm a bit backwards and forwards with everything I'm doing here. Like, I'm going back into the eyes, I keep going back into all different things. I really wanted to make sure everything was perfect. Now I'm going in and just adding the eyelashes or stitch work that's on her eyelids, and then adding in the pattern details on the patches. This whole thing really is just a big creative process. You can kind of take your own twist on all of these things. I stuck true to her dress patterns, so every colourful one I took one from each and just placed them around my face. This black body paint actually works really well when going over the other colours. I thought it would be really hard to use just because they're oil based. I thought it might just blend into one. But the only colour it actually didn't mix well with was the white, which is why, as you can probably see, I always keep going back in to do my eyes because the black just kept disappearing. And now I'm just going in and adding all of the stitch work around the patterns, just the X's and lines, the same as I did for the mouth and the other stitches on the face. With a white liner, I'm just going to add highlight to my lip and the tip of my nose. Now I'm going to go in and add the stitch work along the neck and down the chest. This is where I try not to have an absolute nip slip and add in all of the details. I also go back in with that blue and just define all of the skin colour a bit more, because I realised this is going to come down a lot lower than I thought it would have, and I also wanted to try and cover my shoulder tail a bit more because it was peeking through quite a lot. And this is the finished look. I hope you enjoy my take on Sally Stitches, and if you do like this video, please don't forget to give it a big old thumbs up and subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye!